Going to couples therapy with a cheater like that is pointless. They need to be out of your life. Anyways, let's look at her post. She says, "Hi, everyone. I, woman, mid-30s, am in the middle of dealing with my husband's affair. We've been to a few couples therapists since disclosure, and honestly, I've left most sessions feeling more unseen than helped. The therapist seemed very focused on his guilt, shame, and personal history, and on making sure the narrative was balanced. But there was very little space for my hurt to be validated. Some examples. The therapist framed the affair mostly as a symptom of our marital issues, while I kept insisting affair caused the disintegration of our marriage. Instead of guiding him toward the good parts of the marriage, therapy revealed he's only trying because of external factors. In couples therapy after my husband's affair, he said we were never emotionally connected and that he didn't feel intellectually stimulated in the marriage. The therapist seemed to simply agree with his statements without exploring what that meant for me. I went in ready to be patient, to consider starting fresh and to do the work, but I left feeling unsupported and even more alone. Has anyone else experienced this kind of thing? How did you handle it? I feel like just attending therapy gave him a reason to say, we tried and just gave up when he felt validated by the therapist." MyMentalHell.com says, "Hey, OP, couple therapists rarely see abuse. They usually think both parties are equally guilty of the situation and view their job as remaining neutral and helping you communicate better. Except if you don't take a stance, you are by default siding with the abuser. Now, I don't know your situation, but it does sound like you could be in an emotionally abusive relationship. Men like this use therapy to manipulate their partner further. They use therapy speech to justify their behavior. My childhood trauma, your emotional neglect caused me to cheat. Some people worth listening to online, YV Edit, Melanie Hamlet, Burb and Bougie." And then she says, "I'm open to speak over DM if you like. Had a very similar experience." That's what's so important about these communities, reaching out and trying to communicate to make someone feel like you're not alone in this situation, making them feel seen, because she didn't feel seen by somebody who is supposed to help you walk through these things, not solve your problems for you, but help walk you through them. So I'm glad that mymentalhell.com actually reached out to this woman and said, my DMs are open.